Morning Fort McMurray with Buffalo and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start today's episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me. So thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Hey, it's Keith Simpson here. I'm the general manager of Norel Toyota, soon to be Fort McMurray Toyota. Pretty excited for our new dealership. We're here to take care of you. Come on down and be part of our family.
And we are back. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Norel Toyota. We really do appreciate your ongoing support. As everybody at home knows, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So can you please tell everybody very loudly, because the traffic is about to come by, who you are and what you're about?
I'm Laila Goodrich. I'm your Member of Parliament for Fort McMurray Cold Lake. I have been doing this in this position since 2021 when I got elected. Prior to that, I was the MLA for Fort McMurray Cold Lake, but I was born and raised here in this spectacular community. I grew up with your sister and spent a little bit of time at your house growing up, so it's really nice to see you and connect as adults.
I know, it's wild.
It's kind of fun to see how we both kind of grow up.
Dude, you have no idea. So I was lucky enough to, and thank you for the great introduction. And yeah, I love filming here because of that noise, because this is Fort McMurray.
Oh, it's totally Fort McMurray. This was like the fancy restaurant you came to for your birthday.
That's exactly it.
Like every birthday happened at Earl's, especially with like the old school parrots.
Yeah.
Love
so
it.
I just went to this conference in Kananaskis for my trustee position, and I got a bump into my 8th grade basketball coach. And like he was very pivotal in like who I am, right? And I was like, man, I can't believe like where we are. And he had like a lineup of individuals that he asked about, and primarily from Father Burke. And it's cool to talk about what everybody did, because like you are one person that I talk about all the time who literally from a young age had a North Star of this, I want to be in politics and this is what I want to do. And that's an oddity at such a young age. Like, you know what I mean? It is, but you had it and you did it and you became it and you still work on it, which to me is mind-blowing. You're like LeBron James in regards to he wanted to be a basketball player in the NBA. You wanted to do something, you did it. Like I talk about and brag about you all the time, Laila. So
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry for taking up all of your airtime.
No,
anyways, what are you working on?
It's really cool. Like, and this is the like one of my favorite things. I get to represent my hometown. I get to represent the people I grew up with, the people that grew up with my siblings, that worked with my parents, and that's something that most people don't ever get an opportunity to do.
Yeah.
And it means that I'm accountable to people because they knew me back when I was young and naive, and they still hold me to those ideals, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, it keeps me grounded. It keeps me in a space, like hearing the traffic, getting to see the buildings, going to the grocery store, running into my high school calculus teacher or the old principal of my school. Like some of those things just bring me back to a space of gratitude, but also the importance that every single one of us has in representing our community in a variety of different ways.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take you out of the community because I live here, so I'm over it. Now, you get to work somewhere historical every day. Like, I feel like the coolest person in the world when I get to go into the legislative here in Alberta. When you're going around these buildings in Ottawa, what's that like?
It's pretty surreal. Like it's pretty wild. I have this spectacular view of West Block. I'm in the Wellington building, so it's on Wellington and Bank. And I have a spectacular view of West Block, which is where we have Parliament while they're doing the renovations to Centre Block, and then I can see the river and over onto the Gatineau side.
Yeah.
And I often just sit there at my window and I look out and remind myself that so much of this place wasn't built for people like me. It wasn't built for people from Western Canada. It wasn't built for people that come from Fort McMurray. It wasn't built for women. It wasn't built for young families. It wasn't built for all these things, and yet I'm here and I am doing it, and I'm not alone. And that is pretty amazing. So I've made my office very Fort McMurray and very Lac La Biche, very Cold Lake. Like I have artifacts from every single one of the communities throughout our riding, so that when I'm there,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about Ottawa, I'm thinking about home.
Yeah, that's cool. No, because that's historic. Like
It's
that's
pretty cool. I got to tour the old cinder block because they're doing all these renovations.
Yeah.
And so last week I actually got to go on a tour, a construction tour, and see the work that's being done and some of the plans. And like, there are some of these buildings that I remember going and touring them, but getting to see it up close. And there are certain spaces where they've done renos through the years, but they hadn't kept the history. And so they're actually, in taking off some of the panels, are finding like the original, which is so cool. And so they're going to restore it back to like the original, not what most people would think is the original, which is super cool. And hearing some of like the interesting stories of like, some of the rooms have all kinds of owls or carvings and like all the different meanings of the different carvings.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
No doubt. Well, listen, unfortunately Tanner's tapped his watch, so that means we're out of time. But before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shake and a shout out and plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
All right, well, that was a lot of words in a very short period of time. But I'm going to give a huge shout out to my husband. I would not be able to do any of this. Raising my children, being a mom, being a parliamentarian, being just part of my community without him. So, Niall, I love you. Thank you. You make all of this happen, and so you get all of the things.
There we go. Awesome. Well, for McMurray, Wood Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Neural Toyota, as well as Carrie from Patchouli Rose, and the beautiful people at Coldwell Banker. Hope everybody at home is having a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.
Hi everyone, it's Carrie with Patchouli Rose here at Thickwood Barbershop. If you're wondering what to get your loved one this season for Valentine's Day, I make an all-natural anti-aging skin serum called Good Skin. It's good for men and women, and it's available for purchase here at the barbershop, downtown at the corridor shops and events, and on my website. Thank you for your support.